Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for watching. Got a really cool video to show you guys today. Something really cool I'm super excited about. And that is the ZEV OZ9. I just picked it up. And the ZEV OZ9 is something I've been kind of drooling over ever since I first saw pictures of it back at SHOT Show when it was released. And I finally got one in hand to show you guys. Couple disclosures before we dive into this thing. First of all, as you guys know, I'm an instructor with SpecTrain, and we've partnered with ZEV. So they sent us this gun for free to show to you guys, to run in classes and demonstrations and so forth, and also give them feedback on the gun and how it runs, and if there's potential for improvement, whatever the case may be. So with that said, we tell all our partners up front, whatever the product is, we're going to be 100% unbiased in our reviews and our information we give to our students, and also the information we give back to them. If there's issues, we're going to let them know. So I'm going to do my best to maintain that with you guys. Let me also say that I've never done any kind of like an unboxing first impressions video before. Those are generally kind of goofy, the ones that I've seen. However, the way this gun showed up is so cool, I just had to show you guys. And we're also going to run some ammo through it, put some first rounds down range here in a moment. And I'm excited to see how this thing runs and give you guys some first impressions on the gun. Let me show you this thing. Okay guys, so believe it or not, if you purchase an OZ9, this is the way you can expect it to show up. I've never bought a gun that looked anything like this as far as the packaging goes. I'm unaware of any other company that does anything quite like this. Really, really cool. It comes in a legit SKB hard case, and when you open it up, it is just more awesomeness on the inside. It's already pre-cut for your gun, for some modifications that you may want to make, so you don't have to adjust that. As you can see, it fits this gun perfectly. It's already cut for an optic that's going to go on there. It's cut for a larger magazine well if I wanted to put that on there. It's cut for suppressor height sights. It's also cut for if I want to put base pads, which I am going to do, put some of the ZEV base pads on these P mags that the gun comes with. So obviously the packaging is legit. First impressions on just kind of the way the gun looks out of the box is pretty awesome. A few things right off the bat that I know that I love about this gun. Obviously the ergonomics, I do prefer kind of a more 1911 style grip angle than the broken over grip angle that's on the Glock. It's one of the reasons that I've run the Polymer 80 frame on the Glock 19 with the ZEV slide that I have right now, was to get that grip angle. So when I pick this gun up, it's very natural. It points very, very well. The texturing on the frame is amazing. It feels very ergonomic. Everything about it feels great. I love the way that the frame is spaced out up here at the top, which is going to make it harder for you to trap down the slide lock when you're shooting, because it doesn't stick out. The slide stop doesn't actually stick out from the frame because the frame is spaced out. And then they've cut sort of the ledge for your thumb into the frame, as opposed to building up a wedge, if you will, like a lot of people do. So I'm excited to see that. Full pick rail, which I'm excited about. The slide work looks amazing. The serrations are great. The window cuts are in the exact right position to where it doesn't take away from your ability to grip the slide, but it still provides that extra lightness. This gun actually came with the ZEV Pro curve trigger in it, which seems to be just absolutely amazing. Crisp wall. So what's great about this trigger is there's very little pre-travel on it. It's just a very short take-up. It does have a trigger safety, which I'm a big fan of. A real short travel to that wall, and then just a nice, with no creep whatsoever, clean break. And the reset is there as well. Nice and short. And again, everything's nice and crisp, no dragging, no creep whatsoever. And this gun has not been fired yet, so it is not broken in any way, shape, or form. It's still got the factory grease on it and all that, so I'm sure that this trigger is even going to get better as we run more rounds through it, like the ZEV triggers normally do. It's got the ZEV sights on it, which are fantastic as well. Blacked out rear, which is absolutely what I prefer, with a fiber front, which is what I prefer as well, if I'm going to be running iron sights on a gun. So far, very, very impressed with everything that I've seen on this gun, although I haven't shot it yet, so that's up next. And then the other thing that's in this packaging, of course, is the two PMags, which was an interesting choice. I personally run PMags almost exclusively in my Glocks, and I love them, so it's not a problem for me whatsoever. So, but I was just a little bit surprised to see the PMags that are in there. But I love PMags and haven't had any problems with it, so I was excited to see that. Also, is this Magpul DACA pouch in the lid of the case, which of course you can use for whatever you want moving forward. What's in it right now is obviously the paperwork that comes with the gun as far as the owner's manual and the warranty information. It also comes with some decal type stuff. It comes with a ZEV OZ9 patch that matches the gun that you actually got, which is pretty legit. And then this is very cool as well. It comes with a sealing plate for your optic, and it comes with 2 replacement fibers for that fiber front sight, which is really cool to see, because usually you have to order those when you put fiber sights in your gun. They will fall out or break eventually, and so it's really cool to see ZEV including extra fibers with the gun, since it has fiber optic sights on it. Enough of me talking, enough of looking at this packaging. Let's grab some mags and let's run some rounds through this thing and see how it does. All right, guys, let's shoot this thing. I may or may not be just a little bit excited to actually put some rounds down range. I delayed my gratification. I didn't shoot this thing just for you guys, so we could actually catch it on camera. So, at any rate, the holster I'm using, because I know you guys are going to ask if I don't bring it up, is the Filster Floodlight. So this is obviously the universal holster from Filster that should fit just about any gun that has an X300 weapon light on it. From what I've seen, most holsters that are designed for a Glock with the X300 will work. Specifically, the T-Rex Arms holsters are the ones that I know have been tried and work well with it. But the Filter is the one that I carry every day, so that's the one that I'm running with the ZEV, and of course it's going to work. So, also running some of the Outdoor Dynamics 115 grain missile, they call it, ammo. If you guys are looking for good, affordable, reliable, accurate training ammo, check them out, because I know you guys will ask if I don't bring it up. Anyway, let's let's shoot this thing and see how it runs. So far, so good. This thing is pretty sweet. Yeah, what can I say, guys? This thing's a shooter. It's you know, it's not a Glock, right? But it has a lot of Glock compatible parts. The slide, the entire upper is Glock compatible, and you can feel that. If you're a Glock shooter, I don't think you'll have a problem picking this gun up and feeling right at home with it. But at the same time, you can tell the performance features of the gun are there. And it's a little bit different for me as well, because I've spent a lot of time with the Polymer 80 frame on my Glock, which is one of the reasons a lot of you guys have come to this channel. It's for those Polymer 80 videos. So this frame has some of those performance features that are on that frame as well, and so I can definitely appreciate that. I appreciate the ergonomics, the grip angle. It points very, very well when you present the gun. For me anyway, that fiber is just jumping straight up into your vision. Very, very visible. I haven't tried the ZEV fiber sights before, but I really, really like these. It's got a very, very tight fit. The front notch in the rear sight, there's very little light on either side of that notch, but I really, really like it. It's easy to shoot well. It's easy to shoot accurately, and man, it's just a flat shooter. When you shoot this thing, it just really is not moving, which is really, really cool. Now, I'm shooting 115 9mm, so you can control that, but still, this thing is just clearly a very flat shooter. It's really not moving that much. The trigger is great. I love that trigger. Easy to reset well, and like I said, easy to shoot accurately. So, anyway, what I am going to do, if we have time before it starts getting dark on us, is I'm going to run up and throw a dot on this thing, because you guys know about that dot life, and then we are going to actually try a few things with this. We're going to play around with it a little bit more, maybe try some accuracy stuff at distance. We'll see what we have time for. Okay guys, sorry about the wind, but we're running out of daylight. So I ran up here, I threw a Trijicon SRO, which is also my first time actually shooting an SRO, believe it or not, but I decided to try it out for this build. So I threw that on there real quick, did a quick zero, and what I'm gonna do now, look guys, we all know Glocks are accurate, especially Glocks that have, you know, match grade barrels, like this one from Zev in it. Benched out, shooting out, probably shooting, you know, 1-inch groups. There at about 25 meters. But what we're more interested in is finding out how well does the gun help me as a shooter shoot accurately. That's what makes a big difference. So what I'm going to do is basically 10 shots from the draw within 3 seconds. I'm giving myself all the time in the world. I'm shooting on B8 targets at 25 yards. This is kind of similar to Chuck Pressburg's no-fail build drill, but I'm just modding it up a little bit. I'm shooting from an open carry holster. T-Rex Arms Ragnarok, by the way. And so what I'm going to do is just kind of shoot 10 shots really quick, and we'll see how accurate we can be. First time shooting SRO, first time shooting an OZ9. Don't judge me or the gun too harshly, please, if I screw this up. But let's see how we do. That was totally me. I pulled one, I feel like a couple inches high. Oh, I yanked that one low. Still getting used to this thing. So one thing that was screwing me up a little bit on a couple of those draws is that this gun has a bigger beaver tail than I'm used to. So I'm gonna have to figure out the best way to work around that a little bit. When I draw, typically I leave my thumb up on top of the rear sight, at least I have been with my current gun. And so that beaver tail is getting a little bit in the way. I'm having to come in to the top of the tang when I draw the gun. So I'm either gonna have to modify my draw up a little bit or possibly shave that down. We'll play around with it and I'll have some more feedback on you. Loving the SRO so far. Let's go look at the target and see how we did. I told you guys already, I know I pulled the one high and the one low, and sure enough, there they are. So, wow, that one's all the way, I'm gonna call that a 7 and an 8. So, let's see, first count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then our points would be, I'm gonna call that a 9. I'm gonna call that a 10. The rest of them are 9s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's a 90. Not what I wanted. Let's do a quick speed drill. Here is the, used to say A zone. So don't get me wrong, guys. I'm super happy still with the OZ9. That was all me. Those two that were out, I know for sure I pulled, which is why I told you guys that. Let me pace off 7 yards. Let's do a quick build drill and see what we can do. I got to be careful on the draw because again, my draw is going to need a little bit of modification with this gun. Let's see what we can do. It would help if I put a new magazine in there. Sorry. Here we go again. Okay, so that was a 176. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the A zone. Yeah, so anyway guys, this is just very much first impressions. I don't do reviews on guns until I have a significant amount of time with them to break them in, to really ring them, put them through the ringer. I'm going to put at least a couple thousand rounds before I make another video, really giving you guys my full thoughts on this gun. So far, I like everything about it. The only thing I'm struggling with a little bit is this beaver tail, but that's not really a negative to the gun because a lot of people really like that. I know one of the things I've seen people asking already is, hey, you know, how much slide bite are you getting with this gun? And everyone's like, none. And that's what this is for. There's no way you're going to be getting slide bite on this gun with that beaver tail. So that's exactly something people are looking for. It's just going to cause me to modify my my draw slightly. I'm going to work on that more, and I'll have more feedback for you. But overall, I think this gun is a very accurate shooter. My B8 score didn't reflect it, but really I think all the bullets went exactly where the dot was when I pressed the trigger. So that was on me. I'm very happy, and I'm dropping mags. I'm very happy with how accurately the gun shot on that drill. And as I was saying before, I knew this was a flat shooter, and so that showed up with our build drill time. A 176 is not lightning fast or anything, but for my first time shooting this gun, first time shooting this red dot, I'm very happy with that time. So anyway, guys, this is the ZEV OZ9. Do me a favor, drop me some questions down below and let me know what questions you want answered or what things you want me to specifically test or look for in my full review that'll be coming out about this gun when we're a few thousand rounds into it. All right? Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next video.